FlossTube, it's Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom, and we are at May 23rd, 2019. Maycember is almost over. All of those of us who have kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews that are doing all of the crazy last part of the year stuff. I know this week has been crazy for us. We had Alice's, on Saturday we had Alice's final competition at Lagoon, and she did great. They actually took high gold on both of their on their lyrical and their jazz, so their Star-Lord and their Here Comes the Sun, and then they also took an overall championship on their lyrical, which was great. It was so adorable. One of my favorite dances. It's going to be really sad not to see them dance that anymore. So, but you know, I can go back and watch my videos and stuff like that we've taken. And then Monday we had her recital, and she got her 5-year award. She's been at her dance studio for 5 years and on the competitive team for 3. So we just love the dance studio that she's at, and her teachers are amazing and staff's just amazing. And then Tuesday we had a bit of a break. I had to go set up for a preschool program. Nathan had a court of honor, so it wasn't too crazy, but he got an award for Scouts. It's the On My Honor Award, which is a really cool award to get. And then Wednesday we had the preschool graduation that I teach at, and that was super fun. Kids were super cute. And then we had Izzy's graduation, and it was beautiful. I cried, not a ton, but I did cry. So proud of her. It was actually really funny because 20 years ago I graduated in the exact same arena that they graduated at. So it was just kind of funny to sit there and think about, oh man, it's been 20 years. 20 years in June, but still, it's been 20 years. And then today, we don't have anything today, which is really nice. And then tomorrow we've got Alice's last field trip, and Ross and I are going to go chaperone that. We're going to go up to the Air Force Museum, which is really fun. That's just up the street from us. And then Nathan has an award ceremony. He's getting we don't know what he's getting, but he is getting an award on Tuesday for school. And then Alice and Nathan, their last day is next Thursday. They had Monday off, of course, for Memorial Day, but their last day of school is next Thursday, so we get a bit of a break, and then I'm back up to Weber State for the Girl State, so we're super excited. That's like one of my favorite weeks of the year. So anyway, into stitching. I hope everybody had a great week. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Thanks for coming here. Thanks for visiting with me. It's a little rambly, a little bit of a hot mess, but we have fun. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I love that you're here. Appreciate your support. I do a lot of magical stitches. Do some of the daily 30. Sometimes it's like I get overwhelmed, so it's like I have to pick. And magical stitches, because Harry Potter is like, you know, Harry Potter is life. It's my heartbeat. So gotta love it. So there was a pop-up on Thursday in Magical Stitches, and we had to, because we're in book 4, we're in the Goblet of Fire, and so we have our guests arriving, and Beaubaton and Durmstrang are coming to visit us, and they both arrived, and so we had to do 100 stitches on a form of transportation. So I actually, and it could have legs, it could swim, it could have water. So what I chose to work on, and I don't think I have the cover page for this, is the Owl Forest embroidery owl, or whale. You might be able to see it on the needle minder. Nope, you can't. But I worked on, and we didn't have to work on the thing itself, so I did 100 stitches up in this little motif right here. It's kind of in the middle of the back, so the whale, so the whale comes over here. But this is one of the Owl Forest embroidery kits I got from McKenna, 1884 Stitchery, the first time she did her Owl Forest release. So she's got more on order, and they are amazing kits. Like, just the fabric is amazing. It's beautiful. So, and then, let's see, Friday, I stitched a little bit because I was helping out with a competition. I was running some music. I was being DJ Sarah, so that was really fun. But I did finish a couple of things. I finished stitching on my Mermaid Biscornu that I'm doing for the Fantasy, Great Biscornu Fantasy Swap. It's got fiberfill coming out, that's nice. But Sunday I did a finishing, I did finishing day. I just have to pull it, I didn't get the button, so I just need to pull it down with the button or the buttons, and it'll be good. So it looks like just a little puffy ball right now, but I'm super proud of it. So there's the cute little crabs and the coral, and then cute little mermaid. I changed it up a little bit. Her hair is just one color. It's Weeks Grenadine. And then, of course, if she had a teal tail, I had to do the purple top because, you know, that's Ariel. And so this is in Weeks Dye Works Peoria Purple. So, love her. And this is by Tiny Modernist. This is one of the Fantasy Biscornus. I was gonna, you know, maybe change this to the orange to the blue for Flounder, but I just didn't think about it until later and I didn't want to unpick them. So, there we go. And then I also... It's not completely finished because I have to cut out my leaves for my strawberry, but I did my very first strawberry. And this is from the Beth Twist Heartstring Samplery. Pretty Little Festive Little Fobs Americana. I've got it right here. Maybe. It's here somewhere. I saw it. There you are. Is that you? Nope, that's not you. Where are you? There it is. You might have an earthquake. Hang on. So it's this motif right here, but instead of turning it into a silver dollar finish, I turned it into a strawberry. So sorry about the Nymo, but I was pretty impressed with it. Oh, and new nails for Memorial Day and Girl State, so gotta have my patriotic nails. So it kind of goes with this cute little strawberry. And that's a gift for my director. I'm going to make it take kind of into a little keychain. And then I did my first lacing. And I'm going to finish it with some pom-poms. These pom-poms, actually. Here. I'm going to finish it with that around it and make it... Alice wants me to make it into a magnet, so that's what I'm going to do. But this is Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Pen Pals. And it's September, and it was only like $5 on Frosted Pumpkin, and it's a PDF. So I finished those, and then did some stitching for our homework. We are doing Meet the Challengers, and so because we've gotten the cup, or the Tri-Wizard Cup has chosen the 4 challengers because something happened. And so we have to stitch in the colors of the challenger. So we need to do 200 in brown for the Durmstrang Challenger, who is Victor Crumb. 200 for Cedric, who's from Hufflepuff, and we need to do that in yellow. 200 in blue for Beauxbaton, and that is Fleur Delacour. And then 200 in red for Harry, because he's Gryffindor. And then we need to do an additional 200 in the person that we're rooting for. Even though, you know, you may not know how it ends, or you do. I haven't decided who I'm rooting for yet. So, but for my yellow, and this, I actually worked on this for, really quick for the extra credit, because we had to pick up something that we haven't worked on in 6 months that we really like. Or we had liked, but we just kind of fell out of love with it. So that was my USA sampler, and I don't have a picture of this one completed. So, but I finished, so I took a couple stitches. Oh, why am I upside down here? There we go. So I took a couple of stitches so I could touch that for that part of the challenge, and then I'll do the rest of the 500, which I'm working on right now. So, but I did this light yellow for Cedric, kind of a goldy yellow, and then for my challenge for the 500 stitches is this, I did this one up the center, and then I'm going to finish out right up here. And then the nice thing is that I just have to finish up over here. I have about 300 stitches, I want to say, 200 stitches to go or something. 300, yeah, so I'm at 303 out of 500. And so I just have to finish up here, and then I can start on the back stitching, and I'm going to use this for a couple other ones. I'm going to use this for words and a mode of transportation, because there's a couple of different modes of transportation on here, so you'll be seeing this a lot. It'll be nice to work on it. Sorry about that. My head. Hi, Rocks. Meow. Hi, meows. I have a guest today, so she's kind of clingy. I don't know what's going on. And then for Victor Crumb, for Durmstrang, I have to do 200 in brown, and I didn't quite have enough of the brown to finish this, and then I realized as I was stitching that I had done it in the wrong color. So this is Things Unseen by Lizzie Kate, and you see this bird right there? See how it's gray? See how my bird is not gray? So my bird is going to be brown and white, and I've just decided we're just going to roll with it. So we're here. I finished up, coming up, I'm upside down here. Sorry. There we go. So I had stitched all but down the tail and the branch, and so I just added the branch and added, you know, stitched up here this way, so I didn't have quite enough stitches for that. So I switched out to my Eagle by Sue Coleman. So we'll come back to this one in a little bit, probably, because I'm going to use it for probably the 7 Potters or something like that. Or not the 7 Potters, but the Weasleys. And then the other one I'm working on is this Eagle by Sue Coleman, because there's a lot of brown in it. And this is that. This one I'm stitching for a friend. And so I had a page finished, so this is the start of a new page. So I've got all that brown that I've been doing. So we're going to work on more of that, because I only have a couple more stitches to go to get to that 200 goal. And then I think I'm going to be working on this one for extra credit as well, because you need to work on something that has an eye, I believe. Yes, so I have to do 500 stitches on something with an eye, so that'll come out again, because owls have eyes, or eagles have eyes, my goodness, eagle eyes. Let's see here. So I've just got that, and then kind of plans, I'm not sure. I think for, excuse me, my blue, I'm going to start on my my blue Moroccan lace mandala. And then for red, I've got a lot of red in a couple of the drums that I'm doing for the hands-on design. So, and then, like I said, I'm probably going to do 200 in blue just to get some more started on that blue Moroccan lace. And you'll see more of that one. I didn't bring it in because I haven't started it yet, but it's by Shadow Lane. I just have to print it out and get going on that. I'm really excited. I got the kit from European Cross Stitch, so, and it's here. For haul / stitchy mail, I didn't get a whole ton. I did get my Mother's Day present from Izzy, and this is my scissor frog. It's huge. Ooh, and loud. So there's the top. So it's very big. I was like, ooh, it's loud, but it's nice crystal. It's really pretty. Ooh. So that will be fun to use to display things. I'm excited on that. And then I got my Mermaid Stitchy Box Countdown. So I'll be doing an unboxing on this right after we're done filming, so you'll see both of these. Megan B. Stitchin' unboxed this too, so I haven't watched it because I didn't want to be spoiled. So I'm excited to watch, you know, film mine and then go watch hers and see her reactions and see how the different, you know, what we liked, what we didn't like, or how we react to different things. So I love watching unboxings, even of stuff that you've already gotten, because it's just super fun. Plans, not much in the way of stitching plans, just whatever kind of what Magical Stitches does. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so you'll see new hair next week, hopefully. And what else is going on? Memorial Day weekend, we, our American Legion Post and Auxiliary and local Girl Scout and Boy Scout troops, we put crosses up in our local Roy Cemetery. Last year we started doing the Friday before Memorial Day so that the crosses stay up all weekend, that mark the graves of the veterans, and men and women who have died, who have served our country. And Monday morning we do a flag ceremony, we have a wreath laying, and then we go through and honor each of those graves by saluting the grave, saying their name, and then we honor them with a poppy wreath and an American flag in the cross. So I'll take pictures of that and remember to insert them into next week's video. So very grateful for the men and women who have served our country, and those who have passed away defending our country, and those men and women who have served and have medical issues, have PTSD. I mean, it's a hard thing. War is hard. War is hard and war is hell. But unfortunately, that's the world we live in. We were talking in the valedictorian speech for Izzy's graduation. These kids that graduate this year, they are 9/11 babies. They were infants when that happened. They don't know anything different. They don't know anything other than, being scared of terrorists, and, it's hard. I feel for them. But just as a, yes, Memorial Day weekend is a fun 4-day weekend, but please remember why we have it, and to honor those men and women who have served our country and who have passed away, and to also remember our loved ones who have passed away as well, because that's another reason why we have Memorial Day. But yeah, so next week you'll hear from me, and then the week after I've got Girls Date, so I'll try to remember to take pictures and kind of do a wrap up. But so next week you'll see me, and then I'll be gone for a week, and then I'll come back. So not gonna get much stitching done in Girls Day. I know that for a fact because I barely get any sleep. It's a little crazy, but 300 of Utah's best and brightest junior girls that are gonna change the world, and a few of them already are. So I hope you have a wonderful week. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming back if you're coming back, and we will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.